welcome to a brand new Wiedersehan pet video with me, Actor Thomas. Now, this is the first episode of series number 2, which is called The Return of the Magnificent Seven, Part 1. Now, this episode starts off with a bit of a recap about how everyone is doing since the end of Series 1. So it gives you a brief outline of obviously the end of the first series, which obviously showed the lads' hut being burnt down, and a little bit more about what happened there, and then them heading back to England. Then, of course, then you see a few of what's going on with all the others, like Neville's back working on the sites, and him and Brenda have had a baby girl, a little daughter. Dennis has given up being a bricklayer, but is working for notorious criminal Ali Fraser, and as a bit of a odd jobs man and driver because he's in severe debt to Ali. Bomber is wrestling to earn a bit more money. Moxie is in an open prison. Wayne is driving around in a BMW, supposedly still with his wife. And Barry is starting up his own business, and he is engaged to a young lady, and he is trying to get the house all ready before the wedding. Anyway, so this is sort of kind of what the first episode is all about, kind of tracking where everyone is and everything like that. So in throughout the entirety of, you obviously get to catch up with everyone, and Barry has sent out a message to everyone saying he would need some help from his 6 mates from Germany. And begrudgingly, first of all, I must say, all of them do step up and head up to Wolverhampton, right up to Wolverhampton, to come to the aid of their mate Barry. Obviously, it wouldn't be Wiedersehan Pet without a few stupid little things, like on his way up from, all the way from look as if he's travelled all the way from Dover. He's picked up these 2 young ladies who were hitchhiking on the motorway. That was Wayne, and then he surprises. He tries to surprise Wayne, but with a funny gorilla mask. But unfortunately, he scares his apprentice, not Barry himself. Moxie has, like I was saying earlier on, he's in open prison, but he escapes. So he's on the run. And like I say, Neville is like really kind of, he wants to go and see Barry and give him a hand and everything like that, so he can have a bit of a break away from the family and work and all that sort of stuff, and just have a bit of a laugh with the lads, really. Dennis takes a bit more convincing to bring around to that idea, but in the end they do, and he then goes with. And plus, because Ali's away for a little bit, Dennis sees no problems in taking his prized possession, which is a brand new Jag, with them. So they drive up to Wolverhampton, drive down from Newcastle down to Wolverhampton in the Jag. Unfortunately, accidents do ensue, and he damages the front bumper and the side wing of the Jag, and he has to get that all sorted out before hopefully Ali returns. But like I say, it's by the end of the episode you see Oz is just returned from somewhere overseas, and he's being strip searched, and all of his belongings being searched by British Customs because they think something dodgy is going on. Anyway, that is kind of my review of what I think it's the brilliant way of reintroducing everyone's what all the characters have been up to and where the characters are compared to what they were at the end. But the thing about it, it's meant to be 2 or 3 years between Series 1 and Series 2, so I think it's a really clever way of doing it. So that was really clever. So that's my review of Wiedersehan Pets Series 2 Episode 1, The Return of the Magnificent Seven Part 1. My score for this episode will be, I think, let's say this a number 3. Okay? And thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.